What's going on? What's going on? Excuse me, y'all. We are back. Got another live review for y'all. My bad. My little alarm's going off. Supposed to be turned down. Black Mirror season 6. This is going to be my first introduction to reviewing Black Mirror anyway. I kind of started on the first season, but then I done skipped all the way to season 6. So depending on how this season ends out for me, as far as episode 5, I'll let y'all know if I'll be revisiting Black Mirror as far as season 1 leading up into season 5, since I already checking out season 6. But anyway, shout out to anybody coming through tonight. What's going on, the deal?
What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I ain't even have my headphones on. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But once again, shout out to anybody coming through tonight. Episode 1. Damn, why do every time I get on here, my voice be wanting to go out?
I don't know, but you might not finish what? Why not? I tried. It's so much more. I don't know how this is gonna end, and I see how this is different, but it's not that different. But I don't know how this is gonna end because I've only watched the first two of this season anyway.
Me included, and I actually enjoyed these first 2 episodes. Surprisingly, I might enjoy episode 2 more than I enjoy this one. Maybe because I like the whole horror aspect of episode 2.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Black Mirror. Dang on it. That's the thing about Black Mirror. Everything isn't super horror based. I mean, it's like, it's but when you think about it, like when you really sit there and you like think about it, it's
It's a
man.
little sci-fi.
Cause we gonna get into this. We gonna get into this, especially with what's currently going on. We gonna get into this.
Um, Episode 1. Joan is awful. I don't know. I could
Mm.
first see I was saying Joanne, but Joan is awful. We follow this young lady named Joan. Pretty much do her daily activities. She end up firing somebody at a job.
She did. They delegated that job to her to fire somebody, or is she the boss? Is she the boss, or
It
she? Because
seemed,
it didn't say.
it seemed like that was coming from upstairs as far as her
Okay, so yeah,
firing that
yeah,
young lady.
it was not her choice to fire her, and she was reluctant to fire her. Let's be clear. But she had to do what she had to do, you know? Because,
Or she would have lost her position. Or possibly
exactly.
her job. It took me back to drag me to hell. But yes, man, she ends up firing this young black lady who just put a down payment on her apartment. Pretty much was setting up her life for this new position or job that she had taken, and now she was being let go by Joan. And Joan feels horrible, man. She did not want to do this. She's trying every possible way of avoiding any conversation leading into her getting a job back because it's not going to happen. This leads to Joan and her husband, or is that her boyfriend?
Her fiance, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
well, fiance.
I think it was definitely her boyfriend, but they may not have been on fiance status. I might be adding some extra sauce. But yeah, they were definitely in a serious relationship because it seemed like they were they living together.
Yeah, yeah, they were living
Okay.
together.
Oh yeah, cause she. What did she tell her therapist? He's vanilla.
My bad if it seems like I'm not here and there. I'm just checking on my little one because I'm solo dolo tonight. Well, with my other ones, but yeah, but we gonna be good. What's going on, Tony?
What up, Tony?
It's a lot.
Nothing but nothing. Don't. To me, it was like these are like the intimate moments of your life where it's just like you don't want people exploiting it.
But Joan got some things she definitely don't want exploited because it's a lot more
Okay.
going on than her just firing people at work. She got a little. I ain't going to say it's a secret admirer, but somebody she got history with that she's been texting, and from these messages you can tell that this is a nigga she know. She don't have relations with. This
That
ain't no
that was
homegirl.
that seemed like that was like a ex, like they had felt like a relationship that had fell out. Like I mean, I don't know what was going on for them to like, cause it wasn't nothing like crazy,
she
but maybe they were just toxic or whatever.
she kind of explained it
She,
to her therapist, who else she was talking to. She kind of went into it like they be having like some crazy shit. Like she be wild. And like she drawn into that, and that's what she like.
yeah, cause she said her dude is vanilla or
He really
boring. What did
lovable,
she
man.
say?
Basically, he's a really nice guy. Nice guy for
That
his man.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what she basically was saying.
No,
He
she
too
was.
nice.
It's basically no. He's just boring. I mean, let's we gonna call a spade a spade. Basically, what she was saying is he was born.
Ah. But Joan, she ends up chilling with her boyfriend, and they end up wanting to watch some Streamberry, and this is Netflix parody. But they end up checking out Streamberry, and they catch this show called Joan is Awful. Just so happened Joan, which happens to be her name, curious, and she sees Selma Hayek kind of with her same appearance. So they end up going ahead and checking out this show. Things definitely started to get very weird for Joan once she started to notice that this show seems to be particularly going into the direction of her daily life, specifically the things she had done in that same day, leading up into the moment that she's sitting there chilling with her boyfriend or fiance, watching Joan is Awful. Possibly Tony, we'll see, but I think Ryan Murphy already got a mind of his own with things he be coming up with. I think
Tony,
he's
why you
good.
say it like that? You wasn't feeling this? I mean, yeah, this first one was kind of soft, but like I feel like it's more like the thought of it. Because do you really read the terms and conditions thoroughly?
It sounds like Tony trying to say that Ryan Murphy needs Black Mirror writers.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. Why you
Oh,
say it like that? Like you didn't like it? Do you not? You think you need better writing or something?
American Horror Stories. I mean, especially with that last season, possibly. Yeah, Tony, you might be right. Especially when it comes to anthology stories. I kind of enjoyed though American Horror Stories somewhat what he did with
Yeah,
that
the
one, season
stories,
two
but
anyway.
the yeah.
But
Anyway, but yeah, Joan. Like I said, man, this is like taking someone's private conversations with other people and then just like publicizing everything about it, and it's like, well, why would you do that? Like this is a private conversation. This is me expressing myself. Like the whole therapy session, like that's what was like really bothering me. Like nobody's therapy session should be broadcasted, you know?
nah. But to me, it was
Damn.
beyond them just doing that. Even with the text messages, this is every single detail of her life that she goes to. Almost to the point where they didn't show this, but if she go to the bathroom, I'm pretty sure they got that pretty much going into showing what she doing or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, this concept definitely. I was sitting here like, nah, I don't need none of these problems at all. Not follow me on my day to day. But
Right.
it's kind of they are looking at this like, I mean, maybe is it strange or is it not? But
No,
it
they
really,
I was like, hell no, this is too on the nose. What the fuck? This ain't no coincidence. Like, bruh. And it just gets worse.
and it's more so
Cause
when they start to notice that this is her daily life. This is the thing she's
hmm
doing, leading up into the point where she's firing no girl, but they change up how she fired her, and it's more aggressive. It's more so like cocky.
heartless.
Yeah, it's harsh the way she started firing her. And it's not only the fact that Joan is watching this show that seems like it's based off her life, her co-workers, people that she know, and specifically her boyfriend is sitting there watching this with her. And you got to remember, once again, she had this little thing where she's texting this person. It seems like the ex of hers or whatever. And things definitely get interesting when we get to that point of the show where it's showing Joan having these conversations with this ex as far as these text messages. stick with us because Joan is watching her. Somebody play her as far as goddamn Selma Hayek
Selma Hayek.
and her real boyfriend who's sitting there with her. He starts to pay attention to this whole conversation that she's having. But he already kind of knew something as far as the history that she has with this ex of hers. And that's why he kind of like, wait a minute, this shit got to be somewhat real. Like, wait a minute now. Because she trying to say, no, this is a show. This is a show. This ain't no. This is, yeah, you talking about this ain't what it seems like.
Yo,
I'm sitting here listening. No, if y'all, my bad, y'all. If y'all see me, I'm sitting here listening because I'm making sure my chat is straight. And that's what I'll be doing. I'm pausing. I said, let me make sure she ain't in here miss. But I ain't gonna say it got scary. I ain't even gonna say it got confusing, but when it go into the direction of her having an argument with her actual boyfriend and she run back into the house and they are showing a scene with her having that actual argument with her boyfriend in the show, I was like, hold the hell on. Y'all got somebody spying on her right now then, or somebody is actually filming her right now as far as Joan. Because her boyfriend ended up leaving her. And they have a whole sequence in the show where Selma Hayek, who is playing Joan, is having an argument with the boyfriend in the show, and he is leaving too.
Yeah, shit. I was just like, man, what is going on? This AI
It's definitely
taking
got the
over.
interest. I ain't even know nothing about that yet. I just didn't know if this was some type of different dimension. And then, there's some more shit I'm gonna get into.
Oh
But
God, yes.
things can't get any worse for Joan. She already done had a breakup with a boyfriend, but now she tries to go back to work. And now they pretty much dictating her off the show. Like, yeah, you got to go. You out of here. And I don't know if it's a coincidence with her firing a girl the day before, but she ends up getting fired from her job. Just so it
It's the
happens.
show.
Speaking of the show, she's getting fired on the show too. Everything she just recently went through is happening on the show. Uh,
Just, I. Her everyday life is everything is just happening, and
on
like I
stream,
said,
Gary.
this yes. And did you hear the noise?
Oh yeah, talking about the Netflix little theme.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was an interesting thing they did with episode 2 that I'm gonna talk about too. I was like, oh okay, I didn't know they was doing like okay, maybe it's some
Yeah.
type of connection they trying to do. All right, but Joan, she pretty much gets, I ain't gonna say in some type of desperate mode, but I mean, she don't really have nobody else to turn to outside of her ex that she's been texting. Cause now she ain't really desperate, but she just feeling real like out of luck. Everything feels hopeless. She done lost her job, she done lost her relationship, and this show is still pretty much
It's still going.
still going as far as even with her misery that she's going through. After this little thing she has with her ex, when she ends up sleeping with him, kind of, you know what I'm saying, bust when you get your mind right. And she ends up
That's
coming
not
with this
how
master plan.
it
And she came up with a plan, though. She had,
works.
came up with a plan.
I guess so. You gotta release. Just
Hey,
clarity. Shut up.
but it's more so of her thinking about what Salma Hayek is going to think, because before she even come up with this plan, she goes to talk to a lawyer as far as her likeliness, as far as just her whole thing with her life, her name, her image, her, as far as how can people use her rights? How can people use her as a show without her permission or whatever? And they go into this thing saying that she signed something, and she's like,
The
what?
terms and conditions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's okay.
But when did she sign this?
Whenever you hit the agree button,
Oh, they did say that, they mentioned that on the whole thing with the computer or whatever,
yes.
the
Whenever
pop
you,
up.
that's
So
why I said. That's why I said. Does anybody actually read
man,
all the terms and conditions?
even you saying filling out an application for a damn job, but she starts to go into this whole thing with the lawyer as far as how or what she can do as far as the Streamberry to stop doing what they're doing with her. The lawyer pretty much tells her you can't do shit. Ain't nothing you can do. And then she starts to say how does Selma Hayek feel about this, and she basically tells her that that's not Selma Hayek. This is CG. This is all deep fakes. I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Even I'm sitting here like, what? Okay, I'm going. I'm gonna let this keep going. Okay, but this is when she comes up with the idea as far as seeing if she can pretty much embarrass Selma Hayek to pretty much get Selma Hayek to come out and do some of Streamberry since she can't as far as legal wise. And this is when she pretty much goes to a wedding ceremony after she pretty much eats a bunch of hamburgers and drinks some what's the shit?
Laxative.
Laxative, liquid laxative too.
Oh, that's that milk of magnesia. Oh,
Oh,
Lord Jesus.
that sounds like some of that tea or some shit they be trying to drink to lose weight.
That flat tummy tea.
No. Well then again, I don't know. But anyway, Joan ends up going into this wedding ceremony and pretty much letting it loose. It literally everything out. Every 5 or 6 sandwiches, whatever she ate that day, she lets out at this church ceremony.
Nah,
And
she cleared out her bowels from the whole week. That
but you gotta
yo.
remember, this is all her life being depicted on this series. Joan is off as far as on Streamberry. So this is her whole idea of saying if Selma Hayek sees herself doing this in the church, being that that's not the real Selma Hayek, it's a CGI character, maybe she can do something since she can't.
And you're damn right that pissed Selma Hayek off.
6, Tony.
But it's only like 5 episodes per season. Some seasons only got like 2 or 3, so like it's not a lot of. But
That's
the
why I should be
episodes
able
are
to.
long ish.
That's man. That one with old buddy off Snowfall, I ain't even like that one. That might have been the one I actually made me stop watching it. But that was long as hell. And it wouldn't like, can we get to some type of resolution, please? I know this nigga don't like cell phones or whatever. Can we get this, please? Please.
Like I said, I ain't even got there yet.
This I think first season.
Oh, what you talking about, dude? You talking about the Facebook one, like the cab driver?
Yeah, Tony. Yeah. He had the
Yeah,
black dude
I don't
and
like
that's
that one either.
yeah, I was like,
I was
well,
wondering. Yeah, no.
looked like it was shot on an iPhone. But I think most of Black Mirror is kind of that type of cinematography though. That's how it always looked. But Joan, Selma Hayek ends up seeing this, and this is when she ends up going to Streamberry or trying to go the legal route too. And they pretty much tell her the same thing. You gave up your rights, your likeliness, your face, your image. Yeah, we got that. It's right here in page 1456. Look, the small print right there. Hey, this scene was funny as hell because Selma Hayek pretty much making fun of herself, talking about I got questionable English and all of this. And I was like, man, hey, she ain't lying. But then again, like I said, it don't hurt her performance. And then I don't mind watching her perform either. Dust the Dawn. But yeah, I don't know if y'all ever seen Desperado. She pretty much goes into this whole thing about how can they do this and everything. And like I said, legal wise, she can't do nothing. So this is where she goes to approach Joan to see what they can do. And Joan pretty much lets her know she done tried everything too. She not even getting paid.
And it's her life. Like, man, it's so many things wrong with all of this. But if we don't get shit together, this can't happen to all of us.
And
Not in this sense, but like the whole rights to your image and shit.
it's when they get the whole idea to go to Streamberry. And we kind of get a little bit more information of what they got with this whole idea, whatever, of what they want to do as far as this whole streaming thing and using people's livelihoods or whatever.
But they say
Just
they gonna
normal
break the
everyday people.
mainframe, just 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 destroy it. I
That
was
shit was
like,
even funny
okay.
as hell. The CEO of Streamberry, she sitting there talking to, I guess, who was the old girl, the black chick? Was she an intern or was she somebody that worked for another company trying to get some more information on what they're doing with this certain series?
I don't even remember.
But whoever she was, she told her, I even got a show based on you. And this is actually a real show. And this shit coming
Oh
out on Friday, too.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah.
damn. She just looked at her like, wait, what?
Like damn.
This coming out on
Like
Friday, too.
this is when it
Hey,
started getting to that whole what's that movie? Inception. Like just layers of
mm,
dream of you know what I mean? Like it was
yeah,
just like, wait, what? So this person getting a because when you yeah.
I'm going to do it, man. Inception, one of them ones where I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I got you. So a dream within a dream within that dream
Hmm.
and that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Joan and Selma, once they get in here and they start to doing their little investigation, we pretty much get kind of some details of what they're trying to do with this whole thing as far as Joan is awful to Streamberry. They even started to explain why they even going into a negative direction instead of positive, because they actually had a series that they were starting up with called Somebody's Awesome, and it didn't work, which is kind of like an actual thing, because think about society or think about even viral moments. You see some negative shit or something like something horrible that happens, that's what the world news is. Think about the recent Titanic thing with the people that went missing. Everybody was on there. Everybody was on there. Yo, I'm trying to see where these people at. So yeah, I
Hmm.
kind of can see them doing it, going a negative route as far as everybody just assholes. Selma and Joan, they still go into this other direction, or they still stay in the building as far as searching.
Hold on for a second.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember if they left the building when they went back there, and that's when they ran into your boy Michael Cera. Anybody ain't familiar with Michael Cera? Super bad. All them teenager movies from the early days. Pineapple Express. This is the end. Jonah Hill and them, Seth Rogen. But yeah, Selma and Joanne, they're still running around the Streamberry offices, and they end up running into Michael Cera's character, who is playing Michael Cera, or so we think. And this is where we really get into all the real strange, crazy shit as far as what's really going on. Because the whole thing with Joanne is, I said Joanne,
Joan.
Joan Joan is not actually Joan. She's actually playing another version of Joan. Stick with us.
Like I
Stick with it.
said, Inception.
Because I was
Damn
still saying,
multi-dimension. Like what?
oh, these niggas got their own multiverse. We talking
Exactly.
MCU, DC, all that comic shit. They got a multiverse. So even Selma Hayek's character is not Selma Hayek. The character or the real actress that's playing Joan, she's Selma Hayek's character. Stick with me. Stick with me. So in a whole nother multiverse and a whole nother, I guess you can even say dimension, Joan, it's a real Joan that they are basing these characters off of. She has a real job. She has a real life. And even with the whole thing with Selma Hayek is that's not actual Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek's real person is actually out there in another reality. Or so Michael Cera would explain.
Yeah, it I was just
Man,
like, man.
I went mad at it because I was like, okay, y'all threw me because I damn sure didn't see none of that coming. Y'all got me with it. But this is when we get into the whole thing with, I guess, the fake Selma Hayek, the real, man, the fake Selma Hayek, the CG Selma Hayek, whoever the Selma Hayek is, Her and the fake Joan come up with this plan to pretty much destroy the whole multiverse thing, to
Yeah.
end it, to base it back to reality, as far as going back to the actual Joan. And even when they did that, yeah, Tony, that was my brain. And it
Yeah,
was
I didn't
definitely a mistake
expect
trying
this
to
at
sit and watch
all.
this.
I didn't
What?
expect
What?
this at all. I was like, wait, okay.
Let me put this out.
not
Okay, hold on. What?
not put it
Wait.
out.
But this is where we have kind of a standoff with the fake Joan pretty much ready to destroy the whole multiverse thing that they have set up. And the Streamberry CEO coming there telling us if she does this, everybody's going to die. You even have the fake Selma Hayek telling her don't do it now. She want her to stop. But Joan does end up going through with it. And everything pretty much comes into play as far as the actual reality, or the real Joan is the person standing there that actually destroyed it. And if I'm not mistaken, she did it because the real Joan
Had
was
already
already going to
done
do.
it.
Okay, already.
Basically, she knows she was acting out Joan's life, and she was like, "If I made it this far, then that means she's already done it." So she did it because basically she had to complete what the real Joan had already done. Because it's like giving a computer a task, and the computer has to complete the task. This is what I mean about
Okay.
like AI. This is what I was like. There, but you know they've already done like deep fakes on other people's faces. You remember Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar's video where he had on every other people's faces?
Yeah, the one we did the whole thing, the reaction to. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
I seen a recent one where they had Nicki Minaj and somebody doing the deep fake. She even posted it, reposted it. As far as Nicki Minaj, yeah, it is. That's scary. It's a little scary.
yeah. Because
Uh,
at what point do you own your own face? Do do you own your own life?
Even
Like,
with what we doing right now, like let me take y'all two faces right there and put y'all. So no, nigga, don't do that.
oh yeah, they're really starting to do shit like that.
You can go out.
Like
Well,
take your face and put it on somebody else's body or a body. You know what I mean? And like
Jamie
make you
Foxx show.
look naked. Yeah. And make you look naked.
Yeah, you can even go all the way back to Willy Wonka when that nigga was asking the computer about where the chocolate at, and he said, "What the hell a computer gonna do with chocolate?"
Stop.
I'm gonna tell the computer exactly what it can do with this chocolate, and they ain't go there. Like, but yeah, man, I enjoyed this. I definitely didn't see what was coming, so that was one of the parts that pretty much made me invest in what they had coming, as far as Joan and Selma Hayek, or the fake Joan and the fake Selma Hayek. But as far as trying to explain it and go into detail about that, yeah, y'all can have that.
Yeah, and this is what makes me worry because you know, like the whole writer strike thing is based
Mm-hmm.
off of well, streaming services not paying the actors residuals for streaming and not paying the writers residuals for streaming. And now they're like, well, do we even really need y'all because we got AI that can write the script and we
Maybe.
got AI that can deep fake the people. And it's just like, so is Black Mirror? This is what I mean about
Have you
Black
ever
Mirror.
seen the Netflix
Is
CEO?
no.
So hell, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's damn AI running Netflix, or been running Netflix this whole time. I know it's probably an actual person that has probably got images of somebody out there that's the Netflix CEO, but
Now
I'm
you
just
got me
saying
about
I
to
ain't never
Google
seen that
it.
nigga. I done seen the Disney CEO. I done seen the goddamn Warner Brothers CEO here and there as far as certain studios, but Netflix, I ain't never seen them. It's like a bunch of mystery
Shut
people
up,
that you don't
dear.
be seeing.
Shut up, dear. Shut up, dear. I was about to. Yeah, there's pictures of this person.
Or is that a deep fake? But it was something else. Even with Netflix doing the whole Streamberry thing, I could feel like they trying to be petty with that as far as the whole writers or strike they got going on. Like, yeah, look what we doing. We letting y'all know what direction we heading into. But y'all let me know how y'all feel as far as episode 1, Joan is awful, Streamberry. And let me know if y'all got any Streamberry subscriptions that y'all can share with your boy. Because I don't think they don't stop their password sharing like Netflix. All right.
But nah, for real though, this shit, this is what I mean about shit can come to fruition. Cause I'm just like, it's a lot of shit on Black Mirror. We don't know. We might have
Only
been living
hey,
under AI control for a long time, but we just never noticed it until now.
see how they did Blockbuster, Tony. Got them up out of there. All that physical media. That's digital.
I'm trying to tell you that shit. They played us with this whole digital shit. Cause we don't own shit no more. We don't own movies. We don't own physical
I
copies
mean, I got me some
of
physical stuff. I make
albums.
sure I got keep.
Look, I'm about to start getting vinyls again. Like I'm gonna
Oh
need
damn.
everybody to just start releasing
So,
vinyls. Cause I'm about to start. I want vinyls. Let me get Illmatic
all
on
right,
the
RZA.
vinyl. Hey.
Then DJ GQ.
Simpler.
Going to more simpler things. Lock Henry. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, for
Wait.
me at least.
First, first of all, after I watched the first one, I was like, all right, I was like, all right, Netflix, Black Mirror, you got me with the first one. Like you got me warmed up. Now give me a little horror. And they went here, and I was like, see, this is, and I cut it off after this. I was like, I can't do this no more today.
And it was a
And the
lot of
bad
build up
thing
with
is,
this too. It was some
the
build up.
bad thing is, I saw it coming. I predicted all of this because I was like, "Ooh,
I
watch, it's
didn't.
gonna be this." And then I was like, "Bruh." And the fact that it played out that way, I was just like, "Oh no, no!" I ain't gonna say I predicted it from the beginning. I'm just saying, like, when a question came up, my answer was the correct answer.
I was just trying to follow them in wherever they're trying to go with this story, outside of them with or whatever they first came there and their intentions they had as far as this young couple that we end up getting introduced to. Because they came there to film somewhat a nature documentary,
Um, yeah, I get because it's a very beautiful landscape.
and we are in the leprechaun's hood in this episode. Tony, you
uh,
talking about Demolition Man now?
Please
Taco
don't.
Bell and a
I
pill.
love food. I love food, and if you take food away from me the way it's presented now, because I do not want those. I don't want to peel. I don't want 3D printed food. I like food. The shit that flies in the sky, swims in the ocean, walks on the ground, and grows out of it. Damn it, that's the food I like.
They said we about to get lab chicken up all it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now I want to raise my own chickens.
Kentucky Fried AI,
Oh
digital
God.
seasoning. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we get this young couple and we're coming to this young man's hometown, pretty
Yeah.
much looking real deserted, and they're going to be staying at his mama's house. The mama,
Yeah, so
mummy.
she's meeting the mom for the first time, and they're there to do some. I'm assuming they're in film class, or like, is this like a class? Is this like a college project, or like,
It
is
seems
she in
like it.
college?
I
One
think
one
both
of
of them
them
might
are
be.
one of the, yeah. It seemed like a project or something, but then, so they like, he comes from this beautiful landscape, this lush, beautiful land. I mean, like, seriously, it's beautiful.
It is. It just ain't nobody damn around.
Yeah.
Nobody.
And
And
that was
that
her
right there.
question. She's like, "Why? Look, Valley, do you see what color she is? You
Yes.
see them? You see them cornrows? Why ain't nobody here? We ask questions.
Jesus Christ. Why they, man?
We
This went back to traditional horror movies with this.
they did.
Niggas got 90. No. It's like, no, wait a minute. No. No. Before we get to it though, they end up going around doing some sightseeing, and that's one of the questions. The whole thing is like, where the hell is everybody?
Oh God. It be like that sometimes. Let me figure out where they were at in this episode. Because I really want to say the country. Because it was very beautiful. Um, Let me see. Was it Ireland or Scotland? Anyway, so they going around this town, filming it, and they go to the local bar where he sees one of his friends from childhood, and they spark a conversation. And she's like, "Yeah, why isn't anyone here?" So then he goes into this grim story about uh, how tourism used to be, and people used to come and you know stay and come to the pub. Would it be called bar? I'm gonna call it a bar because I don't want to say pub and I'm not in the right spot. So people used to come and drink and all the bed and breakfasts and it looked like a ghost town. And he was like, yeah, because there was a would we call him a murderer? I mean, he did actually murder people, but it was serial killer. Anyway, so this guy would lure tourists away
My
from the
bad, my
bar.
bad. What was you saying?
You good? I heard the scream, so I was like, "Yep, it's gonna be a minute."
Man,
Basically, I'm at the first of all. I was trying to figure out what country they're in. Now I'm like, is it Scotland? Is it Ireland? Is it? I don't remember. Beautiful, beautiful landscape.
Scotland. It was Scotland, if I'm
But
not mistaken.
but yeah, they had went to the bar where his friend worked, and they was talking about how the tourism scene used to be, where it would be so many people, and all the bed and breakfasts and all the hotels and stuff, it full all the time.
I was
But
thinking some wrong term shit. I was like, where are we going with this, man? Are they gonna try to eat
but
this girl?
nah.
I,
I feel you though. I feel you though. But yeah, and I was basically talking about the serial killer that would lure people away from the bar and torture and murder. I was just like, well, damn.
and they go into very much a lot of details about it. They started going to his whole history. I think where his father was after him, or he
his
killed him.
father was a police officer, and the night that they figured out that it was him, it was like a standoff between him and his dad, and he shot his dad, but his dad didn't die. His dad later died from complications
Yeah,
from being shot. But
because he actually he's still
um
in the hospital. Yeah,
yeah.
but it's the way they kept talking about it. It felt like they was trying to intimidate her or something. Because they kept going and going about more and more. It was like, yeah, this dude
Nah,
ain't
cause
supposed to
I
be
mean
dead.
it's something that killed the town and killed
Yeah,
his father. This is like very close to them. Like it killed the whole tourism industry of this town. So like to them it's very traumatic. So yeah, like yeah.
After that, they go to one of the abandoned spots. Again, one of the people was murdered at, or where his father was killed at.
Yeah, the house.
Well, shot at, my bad, shot at. And this is where she kind of wants to change up the whole aspect of the film they're supposed to be shooting. They kind of want to turn into this like true horror mystery,
Yeah.
well, true murder mystery or whatever. And if you recognize Netflix and kind of how they do their true documentaries or true story documentaries, they was starting to go into kind of that direction or whatever. even with this image or whatever thing they did with this is a lot of their documentaries are how they look.
But yeah, I was like, okay, and she made sure it was okay with him because like she was like, I know this man, actions took your father away from you. Are you gonna be okay with going through this? And he was like, yeah, and
I'm
I
suspicious of
at this point I was like at this point I was like the deeper they dig into this, it's gonna be some more shit that come out. At this point I didn't quite know what, but I was like, this is definitely not gonna end well, and some more shit gonna be brought up that they didn't want to know about this. But here we go.
I apologize, y'all. I don't know why I was thinking about cannibalism. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought they were making a girl a meal. I thought they was getting her prepped up.
No, but I was suspicious of the mom from the get go because she just gave out this I don't know.
You ever seen a
It's
visit?
no, but I know what happens. I know everything that
That's kind of
happens.
what she was making me remind me of too. She definitely
It
was
was just
suspicious. She
it
was
was just
alright.
too nice, too sweet, and it was just like. And then when I
First,
found out what happened to the dad, I was like, okay, maybe that's why she like this. It's just like she's never fully grieved all of it. But then I was like, I don't know, it's still something off about her. But like, she not. It wasn't like off like creepy. It was just like she really, really nice and.
was you
Mm,
ever suspicious of the videotapes?
yes.
What is it with videos? Goddamn, what was that shit they
Because,
did?
and I'm gonna tell you why I
Barbarian.
was. Let me tell you why I was suspicious of them. Because they were labeled very detailedly, and they kept showing them too. Because like
Yeah.
I understand the shit about filming and storytelling. That's why they kept showing them, and they were labeled very well. And I was just like, it's something about the videotapes. It's gonna be something he tape over, and it's gonna make his mom mad. And that's what I thought, because I thought he was going to tape over something and it was like something important, something incriminating, or something that was going to make his mom mad. Because I didn't know if it was going to be like memories of something. And I was just like, I don't know. I was like, it's going to be something with them, but I don't know yet.
More so anything, I just wanted to see how they was gonna try to film this and what was gonna happen from that. If we was gonna get anything about some locals popping up out of nowhere since nobody was around. And that's why I was thinking about the whole wrong turn or the eating thing. I'm sorry, y'all.
well, well, because, they, so a lot of what they found, they're going through old newspapers and taking old news clips and shit like that, and they're like, but we need more. We need to do more than what's already been out there. So that she was like, well, take us to the torture dungeon. This is like, bruh,
See,
ain't nobody. I was like, and this is why I was like, they gonna find something here, maybe, or I was like, I don't know. So he
this
took
is what
one of
I'm
the
thinking.
tapes.
He got something to do with it now.
Well, him and his friend, because I was like, I don't know. Him and the friend, I wasn't really too suspicious because, like, I don't know.
I
I was
was,
like,
and I think I was
I
more
was
suspicious
just
of them than the mama because of the way they talked about the
nah.
story. It to me, they weren't telling the story in a way where it was like, yeah, it was just so horrible. It was telling the story like, yeah, then they killed all of them, and that's kind of why the town they like, like, nah, yo, got something going on with this town.
Oddly, I was not suspicious of them. Not like
Yeah,
that.
you were
I was
right.
just
So
suspicious of the mama.
you was
I was just
definitely
like,
right.
but then I thought they was gonna find like some really crazy shit. But anyway, so they go into like the torture dungeon, and they like, let's squirt some lemon juice, cause under the infrared light it makes it look like this. They turn that light on.
Yeah,
I was like, this.
barbarian.
I'm glad that they never showed anything, cause I ain't need to see it. My
Once again, that
imagination
magic.
was
That's why.
my.
And like I said, even when they got to the tape, it's like, oh shit. Okay, so probably a lot worse than we even could have imagined.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
after this whole thing, this is when they get all in the car and they get into the rig.
Mhm.
This is
That
one
was
thing that
random.
really get.
That was random as hell. I was like, what the
And this is why I
Lord.
still felt like, okay, he definitely got something going on. Because even when they got into the wreck,
No,
he felt all hyper in the hospital, like, yeah, now I can chill, I get away from her ass finally. So I'm like, what the, why are you acting like that?
nah.
It just seemed
I
like,
felt like he was. I thought he was on pain medication because I was.
then you had the
I
creepy
don't.
old dude sitting around staring and looking at everybody. And once they started going back and forth, I'm like, some shit about to go down. Yeah, it's about to go down now. Because anytime they start back and forth through different scenes from the girl to him, something about to go. And I'm to be suspicious of the mama, yeah, but to go into the direction they went into and for that reveal, hell no.
Oh
I
man,
wouldn't.
I'm trying to tell you, I
No,
called everything, and I was like, "Why the fuck did I call this?" And then what make it so bad? I called even the girlfriend's thing because remember earlier he was talking about yeah, it's beautiful, but people go missing around here a lot because they go hiking and then trip and fall into a hole or some shit, and we never see them again. And I was like,
yeah,
"Ah, damn!" And I was
hiking and
like,
all, yeah.
"It be like that. It be like that in them
Especially in
beautiful
an area like
lands."
that. The
Yeah,
man,
because you if you don't know the land, then you don't know. You,
that's a horrible thing. That's another horrible thing to think.
out
Anyway,
nature.
uh, this is where we get his girlfriend. I think her name was Pia. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
don't remember. No, I don't remember
I
nobody's
think
names.
it might not have been y'all, but his
That is,
girlfriend.
don't even say it. I don't even remember her name at all.
She going over some of the footage that they had previously filmed or whatever, and his mama's down there making some crazy ass
Oh, let me tell
something.
you.
See
Let
this?
me
Can,
let
can
me
I
tell you
not
what
feel
gave
like
it
they was
away.
not gonna eat it now at least? Because I'm like,
Let me
what
tell
you
you
do?
what.
Cook?
Let me tell you what gave the mama away. Cause remember they put the mama, they were gonna put the mama in the video because she was like they asked for her blessing too
Yeah,
because they were like yeah we want to make sure that we're not upsetting you by bringing up this and she was like your father was a victim too and I was like she was giving I'm gonna tell I know what it was that made me her suspicious to me fairy tales. She seemed like one of those, like the damn Hansel and Gretel. Let me give y'all some candy and cookies and stuff. Cause she was just,
throwing some of it in the
she
oven.
she
See, there
was
we go.
hell yeah. See,
Now, see, thank you. Now she feel
she,
like she was gonna eat somebody.
she was giving me damn Hansel and Gretel witch vibes because she was so fucking nice and sweet, and I was just like, this bitch ain't right. It's something about her. It's not right, and I couldn't shake it. And then when they had her on camera, and when she said what she said, I was like, I was like, I can't be right. I better not be right. She said, oh my gosh, I haven't been on camera in a while. Um, and I was like, what does she mean what was
In a
she doing
while,
on camera? Yeah. And she was like, and then her son said something and she was like, could you imagine if what we filmed got out or some shit like that? Like what the fuck? I was like, ooh, I was like, ain't no damn way. Ain't no fucking way I'm right. I was like, I'm just
and I
making up
feel
some
like
shit.
this
This ain't
man's
right.
got to be suspect too, as far as the son, the boyfriend. But
Nah, I felt like his mom was actually his parents seemed like they was their weird parents that were like really, really good parents, but like they just had some dark shit that they was into.
I knew nothing up with him when they started going and showing him playing Mario Kart in the hospital. I was like, all right, he good. Ain't nothing up with him. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing
That's
shit.
typical,
He's not
yeah.
doing nothing. Then we got the creepy guy coming up to him though, telling them that he had thought he seen some boy. He thought something was up, but he didn't know for sure. But now he feels like he knows for sure, but we don't get a complete answer because this is when we go to his girlfriend going over the videotapes, and the tape actually goes into some older footage that they
Hmm.
had not filmed, but some other footage they had filmed with his father on there and got some people tied
Hmm.
up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with this? Then we got the crazy shit. Pretty much, don't be a menace. South Central, right, drinking your juice in the hood with his mama coming in there with the mask on, and I'm like, wait a minute, What the hell is going on? My bad, y'all, for that little direction I went in with that. But yeah, that's how I don't know why I thought about that. I did though. I did. I was supposed to be scared, and I was, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, that made me think about that. But anyway, the mama, she was a part of this whole torture thing with his father and them kidnapping people or couples, I'm guessing. And when I'm talking about torture, I'm talking about then she had some type of
They
screwdriver.
had a
Yeah,
drill.
a
They
drill.
had a power drill. A fucking.
Dancing and pretty much teasing. Like I'm gonna
Hold
do it.
on.
I'm gonna do it.
Do
Or I'm gonna
they?
do
Do they got something? This is not the first time they used the power drill
it. No.
in no, I'm talking about in this in Black Mirror universe.
Oh, see now I ain't. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't,
You
but
gotta watch that one. That episode is one of the best episodes. It's called The Black Museum. Oh my god.
are we talking hostile torture shit or something like that?
You gotta watch the episode. The whole episode
I
is
mean,
about uh, obsolete technology, but in a dark way. That's why it's called the Black Museum. Plus
but
Sherry in it.
if it's any dark or
It's dark like this. It's you be like, what the?
and we
That's.
do we don't necessarily get to see them get power drill, which I was like, all right, I'm cool with.
I'm glad they didn't show that. I didn't need to see that. I don't want to see
But they
it.
definitely let you know
And
the
then, but the fact that it wasn't even the fact that they was just power drilling people. They were it torture and sexual pleasure and
oh
all
yes,
like
yes,
that's just
yes,
sick. That's just
both
sick
of
because
them.
they made it seem like oh this dude acted alone. He did it by himself and because just because the parents were a part had the films doesn't mean the other dude was a part of it too. So it was three of them all together.
I forgot about the third dude too. So yeah,
Yeah, because he went down for it alone because I basically they set him up to
and
go
that was the
down for
whole
it by
thing about
himself.
the story. Who it was supposed to be about that one guy.
Hmm.
But once Pia sees this, or the boyfriend's girlfriend sees this, Locke's girlfriend, that's his name. My bad, y'all. Well, once Locke's girlfriend ends up seeing this on the video, and the mama coming up there trying to get her to come down there and eat, definitely, definitely, she ain't trying to hear none of this shit. She tries to keep up the
I
composure though.
look, no, she tried, but we
What's
don't
going
know
on,
what
Biggie Ford?
she's. What up, Biggie? We don't know what she saw, but from what we saw from that fucking torture dungeon with the light, we can only imagine what the fuck she saw on that video for her to be that scared. Because I'm just like, bruh, at this point, if you want to live or make it through the night, calm the fuck down.
She did enough to get up out that house because his
I don't blame
girlfriend
her.
ends up making somewhat of an escape. But the mama does notice that she's been watching that footage.
Yep.
And she take her time with it. She's like, damn, I was doing my thing, baby. Oh, wait a minute. I'm like, go find. But she pretty much goes out and she does catches up with her. And she tells her, why you ain't walking in the rain, baby? You need to come on, get in this car. You're like, hell no, I'm out.
No. Hey.
Oh, we gonna talk
Exactly.
about I was rolling. But damn it, man. I wasn't laughing too much. Oh, buddy
You went last.
girlfriend.
Yo, because I'm like, at this point, yes, get the fuck up out of there.
And she doing what she's supposed to do. She ain't hesitating. She's like, no,
Exactly.
it's time to go. Go, go. She's going and she's out of here and she fucking slips and falls in the damn waterfall. Not a waterfall, but what was a stream?
Yeah, like a stream, creek, not a
Face
creek.
first. And you hear it.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, nature got her.
Wait a minute.
He warned her. He was like, yes, people go missing all the time because they just walk around, thinking it's all beautiful in nature and slip and fall, boom, gone,
That wasn't what he said.
go.
Like that. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Kanye, she
I
was out there walking. That wasn't right, man. Like y'all took this shit, like I said, back to the traditional days of killing black people off in horror movies. And the way y'all did her though, it was like, she almost there. She got it. She there. No, no. And this is where we got old buddy mama pretty much still trying to find her. And she's still trying to be nice. Now, you heard the deal. We've been talking about it. She been kind of all perky. She been like, oh, dear, come and get some cookies. Fuck all that nice shit.
Yeah.
Bitch, where are you at? Where the fuck is this bitch? You cunt? Where is you? I'm going. That's the mama. She done
Yep, the
now. We
mama
ain't got no more
flipped and
time.
changed.
Ain't no more nice mama. It's really off the whole thing of her knowing that old buddy, the old girl, done found this out, and I don't even think she was more scared of getting caught by the cops. It's her son. She didn't want him to find this out.
Yes, because they kept this from him. They had this whole elaborate story. This man acted alone. Your father is a hero. He brought this man to justice, even though the guy shot him. And it, bruh, they was in on it the whole time. I was like, oh, this is
All
disgusting. And
these
then
massive appeals.
I was like, bruh, this is gonna crush him. He already seemed like sad because he lost his hero. His dad is a hero.
And the
So
dad shot
then
himself,
my
right? To
yeah, the
cover
mom
it up.
the mom committed S. She took her own life and left the tapes for him to find though. She not even for him to find. She purposely put them out and was like, "Here, these are for your movie," with the note that said, "These are for your movie."
I'm thinking because I didn't see her at first finish the letter. I'm thinking she about to say, "Forgive me, please," or some shit like that. No, for your movie. So make sure you can get out here. He ends up using the footage, and this is where we get the
At this point, what the
Streamberry.
fuck was he was supposed to do? What was he supposed to do? Fuck that. You might as well make your money off your fucked up parents' ass situation. Because think about this. Like, think about it. If he would have never said nothing, then he's or made the movie, then he's just left with the grief that his parents are horrific murderers. And I mean, yeah, would it still be a secret? I guess. But like
And
at
he
this
lost his
point, it's
girlfriend.
like so his parents
I don't even know if
are
he know what happened.
his girl is gone.
Gone.
That damn fucking river gone. Gone girl. That's the real gone girl.
But yeah, that's it. He ends up going through with this, and he's miserable. They're having these
God,
little parties, these meetings. Streamberry CEOs and all of them, they're congratulating him like, yo, this and the third.
it was a success. Like but like this is like the whole this to me this is whole touching on the celebration of true crime. And like this is this man's life. Like he has to live with the fact that his parents sadistically murdered innocent people, raped and murdered innocent people and filmed it. But yet he gets to have all the money, all the accolades, and you know what I mean? And it's just like, but yet you see how dead inside this man look. I was like, my
This was
God, I
possible
hope
situations why he was there at times when he was home.
I I was like, I hope he has a support system, because if not, he gonna do what his mama did to herself. Cause like, how do you live with this? Like the people that raised you did such awful things to other people, and then the one person that you felt like you could relate with and that got you and understood you and you know gone, gone.
Uh,
Yeah,
After them,
this one, this
and
got me. I was done after this.
because they try to go in full territory, I feel like parody, especially with the whole documentary based thing with Streamberry, aka Netflix.
It's what's that meta horror? They trying to be
Yeah,
like like y'all already saying we doing all of this, so why not go ahead and do all this? We showing you what's gonna happen.
and pretty much turn somebody's misery into like cash grab.
It's capitalism. You know what made me sad? What made me so sad is when it made me sad but happy when his friend called him to congratulate him,
Hmm.
the bar was full. It was overran with tourists. But did you see what the fuck they had on their face? That
Yes, the
damn
mask.
red
Oh,
mask.
the
They were basically
fans.
celebrating,
Yes, they fans.
celebrating this shit, but also like, oh my, that shit is weird. Cause now it's like, let's go visit the town of the
And it's like the thing they was doing
what?
with the whole thing with filming the house where his dad was shot. Now you're gonna have people trying to do that with his whole life story and going to the house that his. And that's another thing. Imagine the fact that
That's
he have to go back to
it.
that if he ever go back
That's
home, not
right.
necessarily home, but just to Scotland. Period. All those, yeah,
That's
that's a lot. I'll never go back.
and you know what's sad is this is what people really do. People really find out about these true crime murders and go visit the places and take pictures. Eh, What what is wrong with y'all? These are people's lives that were lost. And I don't mind true crime podcast or whatever because honestly shedding a light
No,
on some of
no,
these like shedding a light on some of these smaller stories because that was a story that happened in a small town and that we never heard of. So like I don't that's what I don't mind about this because it's just like damn, it's just seeing like the true behavior of humanity. But then like when people like take it to the point of capitalizing off of it, it's just weird. And I don't mean like you making money off your true crime podcast. I mean
yeah.
like the whole merch. I'ma sell merch with the red mask on it. I'ma sell red. I was just like, oh, this is sick. This is sick. And this is what I mean about this show being so much more than just like hard that just this is the shit that you be thinking about afterwards and
It's
you
way
be
beyond
like
horror.
bruh.
Just like I said, the episode that I didn't like, they had nothing to do with horror.
Yeah, that episode was so weird and I don't like that episode and we don't have to review it because I honestly don't
Man,
want to
no,
watch that episode again because I was like bro, what the fuck, this is
I do
taking
the
too
American
long.
Horror
And
Stories
then
Nick Maria episode.
then when they got to the point I was like, this was the point the whole time. Y'all wasted my time. I was So yes, I get what you said. I see why you stopped, but I stopped after this because I was disturbed. I was utterly
Now, the
disturbed.
fact that I only could imagine what we're going to have to deal with as far as episodes 3 and 4, but we're gonna see.
We gonna
Speaking
see.
of, more than likely, if I don't jump on those this week, if we don't jump on those this week, which we should possibly be able to, maybe I gotta see.
Mhm.
Next week, same time, as far as next Tuesday or Monday, because I don't think I got nothing planned for Monday. As far as
I'm
episodes
listening.
4 and 5 of my bad, 3 and 4 of Black Mirror. So we'll let y'all know, but we definitely gonna review those, and then we'll go into episode 5 on its own. And I'm guessing episode 5 probably gonna be something crazy, being that that's the last episode. So we'll definitely be keep y'all updated on that. Outside of that, Tubi Wednesday. Appreciate everybody who's been checking out. If I can't, I see all y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're gonna have some more for y'all. We're gonna try to do some sharks though, being it is summertime. We got Shark Bait, and this is an original Tubi movie. So hey,
I
Tubi Wednesday.
I started it. I ain't too deep in it yet, so but I'm just like, okay, I'm here for it
I
right
can't
now.
wait to hear what you got to say because I have watched it. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Got a little black dude
It
on there.
is
Shout out to
it is a lot going on already. I'm just like, okay, this is moving pretty fast. It ain't moving fast, but it's like I like the pace. It's not too slow. It's just okay. Where we going with this?
oh,
Why
you
why
gonna see.
y'all doing this? Why stop doing stupid stuff? Stop being annoying Americans.
I only got one thing to say. The words of Kevin Hart. Nigga. Anyway, make sure y'all come check that out. We got that for y'all tomorrow. And outside of that, we'll be back Friday. Outside of Uncut, we're gonna come back with Beats and Mics this week because we got a special edition of Nas. He dropping a new album this week, which we're gonna heavily get into. something I did not see coming. I'm excited about, but not only that, 50 gonna be on this album. So yes, definitely looking forward to this. So we're gonna go into a couple of things
Have
dealing
they
with
ever
Nas.
collabed before?
Yeah, yeah, they done had some
Okay.
collabs. I'm gonna have to go back and see them, but I think even 50 was on Nas's first tour. Well, not his first tour, but was on one of his tours before he got big.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they kind of had a little
I got it.
connection. They had a little beef too. Bank, Piggy Bank. Y'all remember Piggy Bank? But yeah, what you say?
Now I was talking to my daughter.
Oh,
Um, I got a theory about like these artists and now how they put in their instrumentals online. Like I don't know if that's
you
counting
talking about
towards
like Hit Boy
streaming.
doing?
Yes,
Okay.
but more people than Hit Boy are just doing it, and I'm like, are they doing this for streaming numbers? Because like when you write into a beat, how many times do you replay that beat? Like you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I think Metro
I'm like
Boomin did
that's
it too.
that is
So
smart.
yeah,
Yes, but that's smart though because it's like one, you already got people that want to rap off the beat, and then two, you're a producer. Why not up your streaming numbers by just giving them the fucking beat to listen to? Duh.
it might be the point because I didn't understand. I didn't entirely understand why they was doing it because you can't necessarily take that beat and use it for yourself unless you're trying to do some Wayne them shit and just make you a little mixtape or whatever.
Yeah. That's I feel like they like to hear people rap off their beats
But yeah,
other than just yeah. So
and people can send there like their little IG posts or whatever and do it TikToks or whatever. So yeah, it makes
yeah.
sense. But outside of that, we got a new episode of Beats and Mics, Nas edition this week for y'all Friday. So make sure y'all come through
Hey.
for that. Once again, we're gonna be going into certain topics dealing with Nas, storytelling, certain lyrics, certain songs, certain albums, and albums that we don't like. Um, outside of that, collaborations with Nas that we enjoy, collaborations that we don't enjoy, even producers. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna necessarily producers, but the beats, because I always kind of had a critique with Nas and his beats somewhat. That's gonna be it though. As far as this weekend, I don't think I had enough for Saturday and Sunday, so we're gonna let y'all know. But yes, tomorrow, To Be Wednesday, Friday, Beats and Mics episode 5, Nas edition. So come through for that. Shout out to my co-host and Deal for coming through, joining me. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nothing. The OOC. Well, since we doing To Be Wednesday, my bad. But make sure y'all go check out Bigger Four Enzo's channel. I know they're gonna be doing something tomorrow. Outside of that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification to let y'all know when I upload new videos. I got 2 new movie reviews for y'all outside of what we doing today. The Angry Black Girl and Bird Box, Barcelona. I got those for y'all on did. So if you ever get the chance to check out the first one with Sandra, I would like to do that one live.
With the angry
Yeah.
black girl.
Nah, the bird box,
Oh,
Sandra Bullock.
gross. No.
Oh, man. Let me get out of here, man. I gotta get this one. Thank you. Appreciate y'all
All
coming
right.
through. Shout out to everybody who was in the comments. We out.
Hey.